Welcome back to NBA Cinema. So I want to talk a little bit about this Paul George thing that's going on, that's captivating the basketball world. And as free agency opens, it's expected that Paul George will meet with the Los Angeles Clippers, the Orlando Magic, and also the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, Paul George wanted to be a Golden State Warrior, according to reports, but there was no version of that trade that the Clippers were willing to accept because they did not want to send Paul George or someone in their conference in a division rival. So they were willing to just let Paul George walk. Now he's going to walk for essentially nothing. And let's not forget, they gave up Shea Gilgis Alexander to get Paul George. So if you look at it this many years later, to me, it would have made sense to try to get a Jonathan Kuminga or something like that, especially at this stage in Paul George's career in return, because you don't simply want to let him walk. I understand you don't want to make the Warriors better, but at this point, you just absolutely, at this late hour, you cannot let him walk into another team. So you look at that meeting with the Clippers. I expect that not to go very far because he didn't get the money that he wanted from them. He probably feels like, hey, I've been playing more than Kawhi Leonard, and you paid him, but you're not going to pay me. And so I fully expect him not to be back with the Clippers. It's probably just going to be a meeting to tell him, look, we not doing this. The Orlando Magic up and coming team. We kind of saw Franz Wagner kind of fizzle out against Donovan Mitchell and the Cavs in game seven, and you look at someone like PG, that would make them a bit better, a younger team bringing in a vet like that. But also, you have to be careful with a team that's growing like that when you bring in someone like Paul George, right? So I don't know. I mean, it could be a good thing for them, right? I don't think it could hurt them, but you have players still growing into their role, and Paul George is going to come in, take a lot of shots, have the ball in his hands quite a bit, and so how much is so? What I'm basically trying to say is, do you add that type of vet to the team? But I mean, again, if Orlando can do it, why not, right? Um, you look at Philly now; they make the most sense. Joel Embiid has had a long story injury history, and that can't be ignored. But you look at the emergence of Tyrese Maxey. You look at Paul George. Now you bring him in, you can move Tobias Harris to like a fourth option where I think he would be more suited. And that'll really help Philly's chances in the Eastern Conference. You look at adding someone like Paul George to defend a Jason Tatum or Jalen Brown in a series, you feel really good about your chances because the Knicks certainly have done that for themselves. And so Paul George, that is the team that makes the most sense. Obviously, OKC and some others showed up as teams that had the cap space. He wasn't going to be a Detroit Piston, nothing like that. So it looks like Philly right now, if I had to guess, but I'm really disappointed in the Clippers as far as not getting like a Kaminga back or something like that. You could have got Kaminga and a few other pieces, right? And you traded Shea Gilgis Alexander, at the time, who was growing into his own for Paul George, and now, man, that looks horrible. And so, yeah, man, I want to know what you guys think about this in the comment section. Let me know. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. To next time. Peace.